What's up, guys? Remington Keyes here with a review for you. Today I'm going to be doing a season-wide review of the Orville. The Orville is Fox, the television station Fox's newer show that's kind of like a Star Trek-esque show. It's very much science fiction-y, just like sci-fi comedy kind of thing, almost in the vein of Guardians of the Galaxy meets Star Trek. Now, a lot of people say this is a parody series, and it would refer to it as a parody series, but I don't see it as that way. I mean, it has some comedy, but a lot of like shows have comedy in it. I wouldn't call Guardians of the Galaxy a parody of sci-fi films. This is almost that kind of same style. It's funny, but it takes itself very seriously in the show. It was advertised as a parody a little bit. It didn't come out and say it was, but just the way they were like advertising it made it come off as a parody, and it's totally not that. Like, it takes itself super serious. Again, like the original Star Trek did. It had a lot of serious moments, but a lot of funny moments, and I really liked it for that. I mean, there's too many parodies. We got Deadpool for that. We don't need another parody show. This does fine on its own. You can watch this if you're not knowing Star Trek. This stands alone on its own. I definitely actually like this show better than the new Star Trek show that's come out, Star Trek Discovery. Now, Orville is set in the future on the USS Orville, in the 25th century. It stars Seth MacFarlane, Scott Grimes, Jay Lee, Mark Jackson, Victor Garber, Chad Coleman, Norm Macdonald, just a bunch of different people in this show. People you may know from other TV shows and stuff. It's very much a fun series to watch. It's one of my favorites to actually catch up on this year. This show I rushed home every week to go watch, make sure I've watched almost every episode of this series, so I can pretty much review the whole series. But there's a few episodes I missed, but I mean, pretty much I've seen all the episodes. I've seen at least 10 out of the 12. It's definitely a great show to watch. It's like the original series Star Trek, but for a newer generation, for people my age and a little bit older, just for people who didn't grow up with the original Star Trek. This is like kind of this version. And Seth MacFarlane does a really good job. He really makes it his show, makes it his own style. He's very charming, he's charismatic, and I feel like this is the best acting we've seen of him, live action wise. He was alright in A Million Ways to Die in the West, and he was really funny in Ted, but this is like the best performance he's given, which is really good. Like, he went above and beyond with this show. I'm so glad he did it. Some of my favorite episodes of the show would be probably the Krill episode, where they have to sneak onto this like Krill ship, which is like their enemy of the show, to go get their Bible. No one in the Federation's ever seen it, so that was pretty cool. I like that one. I like the other one, Majority Rule, where they go down to the planet and people have to like publicly vote whether they like people or not, almost like a Facebook thing. I thought that was a really good view on like how our society is right now with social media and all that. Very good reflection. And I just watched the finale. The finale was actually a really good religious esque episode, kind of showing like how ridiculous religion can be sometimes, which is really good. I like the way they do it. It's one of those things, they touch on subjects, and it's like so subtle that you know what they're touching, but they don't come out right and say it, that they're touching on these subjects, which is really good. That's the kind of comedy I like. Almost like the Simpsons kind of style of comedy. Some negatives, I would say the first 2 episodes are absolutely unwatchable. They're not funny. They're like, nothing's really going on. Like, you could just skip the first 2 episodes entirely and just kind of get out. Well, they're just not good. I mean, the first 2 episodes, even people out there are like, oh, we're really watching this show? Like, this show's kind of turning me off. But once you get to episode 3, it starts getting a lot better. I would say the second half of episode 3 is when it starts to get a lot better. It starts touching on subjects. I feel like this show works best when they're touching on real world subjects, but in the future, which is totally okay with me. I love it. I can't wait for season 2 to come out. Some of my favorite characters was Seth MacFarlane's character, actually. He was Ed Mercer. I also liked the doctor there, Dr. Claire. She's the black girl with the 2 kids. She works it. I love her in the show. Scott Grimes does really good as Gordon. He's like kind of the right-hand man. Maybe he's kind of like the Scotty. I'm going to say he's more like the Scotty, and the robot's more like the Spock. Robot Isaac. And he gets, a lot of these, another good thing about this show is everybody gets good screen time. There's nobody gets like left out. Almost every character that's introduced in the show as like part of the main cast gets equal amount of screen time as Ed Mercer. Like, they all get episodes dedicated to themselves. It's not just focusing on one character, it's focusing on the whole cast as a whole, which is a lot of good shows that I like to watch too, like King of the Hill, My Name is Earl. They all focus. It's not just about these main characters, it's about the world, their world building, what's going on in the world they live in. And I really like that. So I would definitely, and the music on the show, it's very Star Trek-esque, it's very good. Just like everything about this show is just super phenomenal. And it came out as a shock to me when this came out, how good it was. Because I wasn't really expecting a lot of it. The effects on there are really good. It's a good mix of practical and CGI effects, and everything does really well and works good with this series. I mean, the effects are just phenomenal for a TV budget. Like, I've never seen a TV show that looked just so gorgeous. I want to reach out and play with this. I need like an Orville toy set, just because I want to reach out and touch like the machinery in here and everything. It's just so gorgeous. Man, I would love it. Like, we need like a Disney World attraction of the Orville, just because I want to enjoy this world more. I want to see more of this world. I hope it doesn't end up being like a Firefly situation where we only get one season and then we never see any more of these Avengers. I really like this cast. I really like the stories they're telling. It's not dry. The first 2 episodes are a little dry, but the rest of it is just really, really good. Definitely recommend it if you're a big sci-fi fan. If you like Firefly, if you like Star Trek, those kind of shows, this is the show for you. And I definitely think Paramount or something should have worked with Seth MacFarlane to make this an official Star Trek show in the Star Trek universe. This does just such a great job of promoting that world, and I just wanted to be a part of it. It made me want to actually watch more adventures of these characters, which not a lot of shows can do. So all in all, I'd give the series probably an 8.5 out of 10, which is still a good rating. Just because it's not a perfect 10 doesn't mean it's not worth watching. This is definitely worth watching. A lot of character building, a lot of world building, and you get invested with these characters. You get invested with the world. And you just want, at the end of the day, you want to see more. You want the whole thing. Keep giving you more and more and more. Now, that's my review of the Orville. What did you guys think of the Orville? Comment below your thoughts, and what did you guys think of my thoughts? I'd love to hear more from you guys, and thank you guys for watching. Until next time, see you guys on the next one. Peace.